Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Khorasan Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seals, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Benders, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits the funny hits and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to a Friday episode of Dumb People Town. Population News.
Population Butcher!
The Butcher is in the house.
Yes.
Rhea Butcher, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so stoked to be in Dumb People Town.
It's a joy.
It's a beautiful place.
It's a beautiful place.
Beautiful town.
World's getting dumber.
World is getting dumber.
Do we agree with that? What do you think? Or dumb is getting louder? What do you think?
I wonder if the world is getting dumber or if the world has always been dumb. We just have access to the dumb.
More dumb.
And as I say, it also
That's the
does
question.
feel like it's more okay to be dumb. Like no one's calling you out
I
on
also
them.
think, I mean, we're talking about a spectrum of dumb.
Yeah.
You know, like just to put that out there.
Yeah. It's a
that,
continuum.
Like, you know, they're like, because people have told me on Twitter that I shouldn't say stupid or dumb. In regards to something like I was literally talking about my fantasy baseball. I was like, the dumbest move I made was XYZ.
Sure.
I don't
And it's
want to
even
admit
about
what it was.
yourself.
Yes, it was about myself and like a mistake I made, and somebody was like, you should rethink, using dumb for that and whatever. And I was like, okay, I mean, I'll take that in, like just because
Appreciate
like
that.
both things are true. You know what I mean? Like I think
I will say this.
saying dumb makes sense to a lot of people, and so you say it because you're used to saying it. And then at the same time, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take what this person is saying, and I'm going to consider it, and I consider it before I say dumb. So my point of bringing up that is the spectrum of dumb. Like we're not talking about people who are kind,
No.
maybe just aren't as smart, or anything. I'm not even going to get into it because I don't want to. But then there are people like I don't know. Then you get into like, am I conflating dumb with evil? If I'm saying I'm only calling evil people dumb, I don't know.
These are all
Words,
like
you guys.
These are
Words.
all amazing things to consider when considering what's going on. These are all amazing things and nuanced things that dumb people don't consider.
They don't think about it.
A dumb person would never have this
If I
even thought.
If I could be so bold to say, sometimes it's just ridiculous.
So it is. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I can't look. Sometimes, yes, I can say, oh, this was silly instead of saying dumb. But at the same time, sometimes I don't want to sound like a third grade teacher. Also, sometimes
that's what
satire
it is.
requires
You
you
to
say
get some
the
edge.
thing that you
gotta
are
call it.
Agreed.
satirizing. Like
Thank
someone called
you.
me sexist because I was like, thank you, Tulsi Gabbard, for giving me an opportunity to say I'll vote for a woman, just not that woman.
Yeah.
Which is a satirical
is that?
take on that
Sure.
phrase.
Or it's like how evolved we are.
Right, yes.
That you're
and
like-
also like that's the way women get equality is by like being like, yeah, no, not into it.
See? Yes.
It's not one that you're like, I'm into this. It's like, no.
But by the way, it shows a sophistication that it doesn't just have to be any woman who comes down the
Sure,
pike.
yes. And then a lot of people were like, what about Carly Fiorina? Didn't she do? I'm like, I don't vote Republican, idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
So
There you go.
I can have my choice.
Right.
Somebody did say that to me in 2016. They were like, well, what about Carly Fiorina? I'm like, do you not? I'm not.
That's
I'm
not my
literally
party.
voting for someone because of their gender. This is
Right.
insane.
Right.
It's the baseline.
Because I'm
what I
not
agree
dumb,
with,
and then you got
and
credit.
that's on top.
Then you
Yeah,
got shit for that's like someone's parent who like knows if you're gay and says, well, you'll like her. She's a lesbian. No,
Yes,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I probably won't. To be totally honest.
Let me meet her and decide.
The more you're telling me I'm going to like her, the less
I
I
don't
don't like her.
We are definitely not going to get along.
I can tell you right now, this is not going to work.
This is not going to work.
All right, Dan.
We have a fun story today.
Let's do it.
Ridiculous.
Well, we have a fun person, so let's get into it.
I agree. Also, I'm looking forward, Rhea, because you and I are coming up on Dan and Rhea interacting on Twitter season, a.k.a. the start of Major League Baseball.
Yes.
I'm
boy.
so
April till October. It's me and Rhea just reading each other's
guess what,
tweets.
Dan?
Tweeting.
We've got her on our podcast, and
I
we're going
know.
to talk.
She's
going to
be on
View
baseball.
from the Cheap
Yeah.
Seats, and we're
Can't
going to
wait
get
to hear that.
into
What a
it.
season it's going to be.
Can't wait. And Hall of Fame.
Will
There's
there
so
be
much
a
stuff to
strike?
talk about. Oh
yeah.
my god!
All right, this was sent in. This story was sent in by Sarah Dune. Dunne, right? You'd probably go Dune on that.
I
Would
said
you go
Dunn.
Dunn?
Yeah.
I'll go Dunn.
I think
Sarah
that's
Dunn.
Dunn.
Sarah Dunn.
Well, I'll do it too then. At Sarah M. Dunn 90. Okay, here we go. A male fugitive has apparently won the hearts of local police.
Nope.
How often have you heard that?
Yeah.
Is
He's
this like-
white.
Yeah. Wait, is this like the hot? You remember the guy with the hot mug?
Oh,
the
yeah,
model
hot
guy?
criminal.
He's
Yeah,
now
yeah.
the hot criminal. It's like
No, not even that. It's not even
the hot
superficial.
mugshot.
No.
What?
A male fugitive has apparently won the hearts of local police for his response to a wanted ad on social media.
It's not
So
a
he
want
did it
ad.
with his
it's
words.
not a want ad.
No, a wanted,
wanted
ad.
ad.
Yes. As part of its quote Wanted Wednesdays bulletin. These cops on Facebook.
I mean,
where the whole police department they like
This
It's
is like
Wanted
why I'm not even on
Wednesdays.
Facebook.
yeah, they run it like a local
Oh,
bar.
My God.
Facebook
Throwback Thursday, Wanted
nightmare.
Wednesday.
Agreed.
Yeah, Trivia Tuesdays.
As part of its Wanted Wednesdays bulletin, the Richard Police Department posted an ad announcing that Anthony Akers, double A if you're nasty, was wanted by the Washington State Police Department.
Why?
The Washington State Department of Corrections for failing to comply with sentencing.
Okay, so he did a crime.
Right. They
committed a crime.
They
and
said
then
you
was
got
on
never
parole.
showed up.
you got to
Yeah.
show up,
Yeah.
and then you got to go to jail this day.
Here's the quote. Wanted Wednesday. Anthony Akers is wanted by the Department of Corrections for failure to comply. If you have any information, please call 509-628-0333. The department's Facebook post read. 5 hours later, the ad received a response from an interesting commentator, Mr. Akers himself.
There you go. He's on Facebook.
I'm a winner?
Mr. Akers
What?
told police to, quote, calm down and that he was going to turn himself in. Calm down. I'm
Calm
going to
down.
turn myself in.
By the way, that is what police love more than anything.
Oh,
when
yeah.
someone who's done something wrong tells them what to do.
Tells them
Right.
to calm down. And if
No.
there's anything that cops don't want to do, it's calm down.
Right. Although calm down does probably, I don't think they get that response much on Facebook, but to a lot of field sobriety tests, they get it. I'm going to
Calm
need
down.
you to turn around.
Hey, calm down.
I'm going to need you to calm down.
I'm driving here.
And there's only one other cop, but the person keeps saying, everybody calm
Look,
down.
you
guys.
guys, you
Everybody.
guys.
Just
There's
me.
only
You
one.
guys.
Just me.
There's
Just
only
me.
one. It's
Just
just
me.
me. You guys shut up.
Everybody
You
calm down.
too.
If you don't tell your partner to shut
And
up.
then the drug
You-
person looks off into the trees by the highway and just goes, I'm gonna.
Keep talking.
Gonna what, ma'am?
Hey,
Calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, calm down. Come down from where?
Calm down.
By the way, calm down is something that
Oh.
you should lead with in most Facebook posts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, calm down.
Everybody
Everyone
calm
needs to
down
calm down.
right now.
Yeah.
That you know what? That's a great Twitter bio. Just under
Calm
your
down.
name, it just says
Calm
calm
down. My kids hate it when
It's
I
so-
tell them to relax.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
it is.
relax, guys.
It's honestly
Ooh, they hate
saying
it.
calm down to anybody is like
Awful.
the worst. It's like
Well, because what it means is-
because you're like I am calm.
Right. Well, what it means is this person thinks you're not.
Oh,
thinks,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thinks you are in need of calming,
And,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and it means like they're in control of themselves and they're not. And so if someone tells you to calm down, you can't respond to them in an angry way
Right.
because you're
only
proving them right.
Although, what
point.
if you said,
Yeah.
we said, what if you go, whoa, I need you to calm down.
yeah.
You
I
put
mean,
it
it's-
right back.
That's all
It's
you
that
can do.
Lebowski scene after Walter pulls the piece and he's like, "You pulled up." He's like, "Calmer than you are."
I'm where you are. I'm where you are.
Because
That's
you
it.
know what,
I am
though?
calm.
It is true because yesterday I was at a restaurant. I ordered soup before the meal. The person even asked me, do you want that soup to come out first? I said, sure. And then about 10, 12 minutes had passed by. It was very obvious I was not getting my soup
No
before the
soup
meal.
early.
So I saw the person and I said, hey, just real quick, am I still going to get the soup before the meal? Or did that change?
Kind of mean, Dan.
No, it's not.
That's pretty aggressive, dude.
Dan, hey, buddy, I'm
You're
just
getting
checking.
real hot like that soup you were supposed to
Just
get.
If that person would have said to me, "Calm down," I would have been like,
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm gonna need to talk to your manager.
that Midwest would have come out real quick.
Oh, real fast. I've had
tell
flight
you what I'm
attendants
not
say
gonna
that shit
do.
to me. When I was like, oh, excuse me, how much longer is left on the flight? I'm going to need you to calm down. Just asking all these questions.
I'm gonna need you. Oh my
She
God.
was not having it. And I
No.
was like, wow.
Damn
And then I
right.
realized, oh, everyone thinks I'm a child.
Yes.
But
Pretending
you know
to
what
be
the
an
other
adult.
problem is too? You're assuming I know you've been asked this 100 times.
Yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
one person asking one person. You
Yes.
can't add them all up because I
No,
don't know
Dan,
how many
here's-
I
times.
don't know how many times. I
Dan,
also
here's
came in
what
real
you could
cool.
have said. Here's what you could have just been like, you call if you see the waiter, or is it a waiter? Was it
Yeah,
a waiter?
yeah.
Just be like, hey, just checking on the soup. Is it? And that's it. If you just say, hey, just checking on
Usually
the
what I
soup.
go with, hey, I want to let you know because I haven't seen you in a while. I finished that soup. You didn't bring.
Oh, Dan, that's so
I
mean.
need you to calm down.
I'm gonna,
Hey,
sir,
Dan, I just want to tell you something. I have had lots of jobs, and I've failed at them
Joking.
too.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm with you, man. Soup.
That's
wherever you
that
are,
that is like a
soup plantation server.
Right.
That is the most unfortunate. How are they still getting along with that?
I
name?
know.
Soup
I know.
plantation.
Soup
I know,
plantation.
I
We've really.
know. Are those
Anyway.
a pro level Midwestern move when your waiter's been gone a long time is like, you're back.
Oh.
Like that to start out with that. We
You
were
didn't
worried
quit.
about
You
you.
didn't quit.
We were worried about
Soup
you.
plantation is awful.
Yeah.
it's
I
like-
mean, I've never been.
We're gonna. Here's your choice. You can go to soup plantation or salad internment camp. Which is your favorite?
I like salad internment.
I know they make it. They have.
Well, you got to reach in through the
Great
fencing.
croutons.
I know you have to sit on those hard benches.
All right, so Akers says, calm down. He's going to turn himself in. However, when Mr. Akers did not show up, Richland police reached out via the same comment thread, informing him of their hours and operations and non-emergency number that he can contact if he needs transportation.
All right, this is their lifeline to the guy. Facebook.
Right, and also the police station, they have hours. We're going to be here. You show
24-hour
up whenever
spot.
you want. But I do like that they were like, if you want somebody to
Someone-
come get you, we do provide transportation for
Right.
criminals.
We'll give
pick
you
you
a
up.
lift credit
We'll
if you
pick
want
you up. Yeah, like they make him get a lift, and they go through the whole thing.
Akers responded back once again.
Oh God.
Quote, this is what he wrote back.
Calm down. I'm
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you. Tying up a couple loose ends
What?
since I probably will be in there for a month. Should be in the next 48 hours. So now he's like, guys, I got
Guys.
shit I have to do. I understand you want me to come by.
You're real thirsty.
I'll
I'm
come
gonna
by.
need you to calm down.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie. Give me a couple days. I got shit I gotta do. I'm gonna be in for a month. Guys, we're gonna
This
hang
is
out
the
for a
whitest
month.
guy ever.
Cops, I'm gonna hang out with you for a month.
It's not
I
like
will-
I'm not coming in.
I will be there.
But after 48 hours, Mr. Akers still did not turn up, and other people began to notice. Random person on Facebook.
By the way, they let him have
They
48
waited
hours.
48
They
hours.
let him have it.
I know.
Look,
What are they
first
doing?
48 is the most important in an investigation.
Or turning yourself in.
Yeah.
After 40 hours,
From
some
Facebook.
random person just chimes into this. It's been 2 hours, so
It's
you know they
Trell
set
and
an
Cole.
alarm. And they chime in, and they write, has he turned himself in? The cops responded back to that person, he has not. Mr. Akers
Oh,
then
this is all in public.
Mr. Akers
It's such a public conversation.
Mr. Akers then chimed in again, offering an apology to the Richland police. So he sees that someone says he turned him in. They go, no, he hasn't. Here he,
By the way,
quote,
I love the idea or thought of some person, man or woman, sitting at their computer being like, should I send this off? Should I send... Has he turned himself in? And then sit
stepping
back
away.
and
and the cops are like, no, he
No,
hasn't.
not yet.
Here comes Akers.
Just
I love-
drinking coffee at work.
Right.
Comes Akers.
Enters Akers. Here Comes Akers is my favorite show from the 80s. It was very
Dun-dun,
shortly
dun-dun,
lived on
dun-dun.
TGIF.
Here comes Akers. Dun dun.
Dear RPD, this is what he wrote.
Oh God.
Wow.
Dear RPD,
I love this guy.
it's not you, it's me.
What?
Yes. Quote, I obviously have commitment issues. I apologize for standing you up. I will be there no later than lunchtime tomorrow. I know you have no reason to believe me after what I did to you. He's writing a letter to
breakup
someone,
letter.
Wow.
Yes, that he wants to get back with.
72 hours.
I know you have no reason to believe me after what I did to you, but I
No,
promise.
this is what is said in every movie when the people got together under false pretenses,
Yep.
and then what is truthful? Like, no, I'm not
Right.
I didn't grow up in this family. I'm
Right.
not.
Right.
I'm a
What
different.
was I, a
I'm the
bet? I was a
pauper, not the
fucking bet?
prince.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they're
I
like-
hope he shows up to the RPD offices just with just large cue cards that are just Love Actually.
I was
I was always supposed to be here.
So I watched Tootsie the other day.
Yes.
It was on, and I was like, let me see if this shit holds up.
Okay.
Let me just see if
it depends.
It really depends. I will say that Bill Murray's incredible in the movie. He's unbelievable. He's so funny. I forgot how good he was, and I forgot how much he was in. I thought he was in like 2 scenes. Terry Garr, amazing in the movie. So like the
Terry Garr.
support people were incredible. I just was like, man, if not enough was said about how he, and when you think about Dustin Hoffman and what he did to women back in the day around that time, you're like, not enough was said about how I feel like his character needed to apologize more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will say this, the storyline that he then thought up when spoiler alert, when he's on the show at the very end, and first of all, a live soap opera. When do they ever shoot soap operas live? But when he's on there live and he dreams up the storyline of how his character died 3 years ago, and so the brother said that he would take care of what her legacy and whatever, and then he takes the stuff off, and he's like, and I am his brother. That, for a soap opera, is like the greatest reveal ever. That would be like the greatest storyline any soap opera has ever written, is that for the last 3 years, this character was actually the brother.
A woman carrying on the...
It's like Bob Zamuda, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like Tony Clifton's level shit. It's so good. That was great. But then, like, at the very end, in the moment where he's got to talk to Jessica Lange, I was like, you didn't apologize enough. If I was Jessica Lange, I'd be like, you
should have listened to Acres.
You didn't apologize enough.
Should have taken an Acres page.
Take an Acres page.
Take an acre for
yourself. He says, I will be there by lunchtime tomorrow. I know you have no reason to believe me after what I did to you, but I promise that if I don't make it in on my own by lunchtime tomorrow, I will call for a ride to assist me with my commitment issues.
He's already giving himself an out
for when I don't make it the time I'm just telling you I got it.
Give him an acre, he takes
and you
a
know,
mile.
somebody was like, that's great. That is great.
Jay, that is an
You give him a big
plot
plot of land, he takes a smaller unit of measurement.
I'll be there by...
Give him an acre, he takes an inch.
I'll be there by lunchtime tomorrow, and I know you have no reason to believe me. All these, just hedging his bets.
All of it.
Mr. Akers thanked Richland Police for giving him another chance.
Oh.
Thank you in advance for your response. Oh, because they granted that. Like, okay. See you tomorrow.
Sure.
Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance to your response. If you are patiently giving me another chance with us, I know I don't deserve it. P.S. You're beautiful.
He did not say you're beautiful.
Yes, you're beautiful.
Jesus.
I want to know how old this guy is.
Yeah.
I want to know what he did.
We'll get into it. We'll
with.
figure that out.
Great.
So the police department responded once more, asking for the public's help in finding him. We waited, but you didn't show.
Oh, God.
After you stood us up, we reached out again, this time offer you a ride. You replied and said you needed 48 hours. Richland Police pleaded with Mr. Akers to keep up with his promises. The weekend came and went, it added.
So
we are beginning to think you are not coming. Please call us anytime and we will come to
you.
Beginning.
Yeah.
I'm in the beginning of the journey that I don't think you're coming after.
The beginning.
Facebook.
I mean, anything's possible, but I really don't think so.
It's like a mom speaking to her ex-husband on behalf of the kids. Yeah. No one thinks you're coming. We have given you so many chances to have a role in their life.
I can't keep telling him you're coming, so I'm going to tell him you're not coming.
So I guess Christmas is off.
Right. The weekend came and went. We are beginning to think you're not coming. Please call us anytime, and we will come to you. The cops want to help him get arrested so bad, which is their job.
I would say not via Facebook, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Perhaps... via car?
SWAT team?
Snapchat?
Mr. Akers, however, did end up keeping his promise. On Tuesday, December 4th at 3:29 p.m., Mr. Akers turned himself into Richland Police.
It was a late lunch.
But not without having the last word. We'll get to that right after we take this quick break.
Let's take the break.
Stick around, make a sound, there's more Dumb People Town.
Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying connected and productive? And then there's your newest coworker, the cat. Well, your friends at Trello have been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, is an app with an easy-to-understand visual format, plus tons of features that make working with your team functional and just plain fun. Trello keeps everyone organized and on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Teams of all shapes and sizes at companies like Google, Fender, Costco, and likely your favorite neighborhood coffee shop all use Trello to collaborate and get work done. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com. Trello.com.
All right, we are back.
We're back with Rhea Butcher, who, by the way, a great follow on all
Thank you
social
so much.
medias. Let people know it's just Rhea Butcher,
Yeah.
RHEABUTCHER.
That's exactly what it is.
On great
Instagram.
follow on Instagram.
Thank
Great
you.
follow on Twitter.
Thank you.
Are you doing any live stuff soon where people can catch you?
I am. When does this podcast come out? This Friday?
This Friday or next Friday? I'm not
Okay,
sure.
great. Well, if it's this Friday, then I'm in Boise tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
and if
okay.
it's next Friday, then I've already done my dates. And
Okay.
I'm coming back from, or no, I'm doing Tempe or Tucson. I can't remember.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Where can people find their dates?
On my website.
Which is?
RheaButcher.com.
There you go.
Check it out.
If you guys want to see great comedy that you will love, that
thanks.
is smart and just thoughtful and great comedy, go check her out and see her
Thank
live
you.
if she's in a city near you. So check that out.
So on Tuesday, way after the weekend,
Jesus.
he turned himself into Mr. Akers turned himself into Richland Police.
Yep.
But not without having the last word. Mr. Akers posted a selfie he took at the police station along with the words, "Here for our date, sweetheart." Now I'm like, you know what? Don't be a dick.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
let's.
Now
Don't
he's
be a dick.
over-sexualizing
Yes.
the experience.
Again, he's
Really
like
gross.
Dabney Coleman and Tootsie. My
Yeah.
name's not Sweetheart. My name's not Toots. My name's not Tootsie. It's the Richland Police.
Right. He also wrote, "Pushing the button. Yes, a bit later than I planned, but here and going in. Thank you, RPD, for letting me do this on my own. See you in a month."
There you
So
go.
he
knows.
right.
He knows that he's wrong.
He knows that he's
Very
wrong.
wrong.
I like that they patiently let him do it on his time. And I do appreciate the fact that he did it himself.
I'm going to show you guys a picture of this man.
Oh, man, I can't
And
wait.
after that,
We won't know how old he is.
you're going to have to guess.
Too much fun leaves marks in life. Living hard, you'll pay the price. Who is gonna get it right? Guess the age. Guess the age.
Now, Rhea,
Yes.
there are
Anthony
moments where
Akers.
we could have just guessed his age without looking at the picture.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
will
for
say
sure.
this. There are sometimes when you see a picture and it makes it even more confusing.
I would, yes.
It muddles
I hear
it.
you.
Now, what do we know about him? Avid Facebook
He's on
user.
Facebook.
Big
So
Facebook
he could be
user.
60.
Seems to not be
Pacific
a violent
Northwest.
criminal because I feel like they would have just gone and got him.
Oh, for sure.
So
Is
He
he
also is definitely white because, again, they
yeah,
would have
didn't
just
go
gone and
get
got him.
him. Yeah.
or shot him.
Regardless of the, exactly.
Yeah, so I
That'd be
mean, but
infringement.
he knows how Facebook, and he also is kind of playing this role playing. We're in a relationship type thing.
Yes.
Right. Which means he's been in a lot of bad ones.
He's sophisticated enough.
Okay,
to
you ready to look
yes,
at him?
yes, yes, yes.
Here he is. Anthony
Oh,
Akers.
shit.
Now, take that
my
in.
God.
Okay.
Take that in.
All right.
There is
Okay,
so
this will
much.
be
Let me
up on the
describe this.
Facebook
This will be
page.
on the Facebook page. By the way, if you're not on the Facebook page,
Join up.
Does
What are
he
you
have?
doing?
Does he have?
That's the only good thing on Facebook is the
He-
Dumb People Town Facebook page.
and the
You
Richland
can
This
Police.
guy
delete
looks
everything
like-
else in your account except for your access to that page.
This guy looks like he could be curating the Dumb People Down Facebook.
That's right.
page. Like I want him to get on our Facebook page.
His glasses
know if I
tell
trust
me
him. He
he's
has
like
big
far
time-
more.
Commitment issues.
I don't know.
Like he's written like 6 negative reviews of the last Weezer album.
How many
Doesn't he
times
look
has
like
he said, "I'm just here for the band"? Do I have to pay a cover
I
if
don't-
I'm not?
I don't
Every
want-
time.
I don't,
Every time.
I don't want
Every
any
time.
trouble.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
we're
want it.
guessing how old this guy
Yeah.
is?
How many times has he said this? I'm going, but this is where your mom will pick you up.
I think that dude is.
Wait, no, you get the option. You're our guest, so you can go first. Tig, which is second, because Tig Totaro was the first person.
Okay.
who
Just
wanted to
never
go
say
second.
she wanted to go
or
in between
third.
us.
All right.
You want to go first, Tig, or third?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you
Actually.
think?
How old do you
Is there
think?
an over under or I gotta
Nope.
get it? I
No,
gotta
it's
nail it.
close.
Okay.
you
to
can
it.
be over, you
Closest
can
to
be
it.
under. It's just who's
Just
ever closest.
to it without going over?
No, you can
You
go
can
over.
go over.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah.
it. All right, cool. I like these rules. I'm gonna go with 36.
Okay. All right.
36.
36 from Rhea. Jason or Rand, who wants to go second?
That
Jay?
guy's 41.
41 from
That's
Jason's
a 41-year-old man.
Let me see him. Let me see
Okay.
him. Let me see him. I gotta get
Look into his eyes, and you will see what you mean to me.
Like that's a guy who like was born to play bass
And
guitar.
not just the reason
Oh,
that
for
I
sure.
sang it, but I guarantee
Fretless.
Kevin
Fretless.
Costner's Robin Hood is his favorite Robin Hood.
47.
47?
Yep.
Okay, Randy says 47.
That's
Jason
how
says,
old we are, by the way, now. 47.
Jason says,
I said 41.
You know, to me, you're still 40 and you still look it.
Thank
you.
To me, you were 40.
Yeah.
That was on
That's what's on the cue card. Okay, what'd you say, Jay?
41.
41.
36.
36.
All right, so we're in a 10-year range,
Yeah.
11-year range. So get your answers in. Is anyone?
I'll tell you this.
One
I
of
don't think
you-
I've ever said this.
Yeah.
3 of you are
By
right.
Price
No.
is Right rules, one of you would definitely win.
Okay, so then it's Rhea. We don't know.
Anthony Akers, the man
Yeah.
who would be caught, but only on his own terms.
On his own terms.
Right? Some sort of creepy, like cryptic romantic
Listen,
relationship
love
wording.
knows
in his,
love. You can't put limits and time limits on love.
Yeah, you definitely can't.
But you can on
Boundless.
sentencing.
Yes.
Yeah, you can on when you're supposed to be
go
at
to
the
a
police
corrections
station.
facility,
Yes.
Look, some people think marriage is a sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
And this guy.
I think it's a paragraph.
There you go.
Yeah.
Written on Facebook.
Thank you.
Folks.
Anthony Akers
By the Richland Police.
is 38 years old.
I almost.
You
yes.
walked in and won.
I did.
That's
I
all
did
you
it.
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bang.
You walked in and won.
Thanks for all the townies that played along.
That Rhea Butcher.
So fun. I love it so
I
much.
had a whole
Dan.
methodology of picking that age.
crushed
I
it.
just, yeah.
Dude, you
freaking
were-
nailed
But isn't it
it.
when I write about that picture, you're like, I don't,
yeah,
I
don't
think
know.
Stuff like-
He's a hard
There's-
28 or a
there's no
good
gray
52.
in his hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well,
There's no
that's how you
gray.
knew
Well,
it
he's
was
got a
him.
little just for men problem.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There you go. All right. I wish him. I hope he has a good month. There. And when he comes out, you know, just
Join our Facebook page, brother.
fly straight. Whatever you got to do. Appreciate it. Rhea Butcher, thank you so much for joining us. We'll have you back.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, please.
And we're going to have you on our other podcast, View from the Cheap Seats. So
Hell
check
yeah.
that out.
And oh shit, we gotta get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.